Forget the Hollywood gladiators. Here are some of the famous historical gladiators and their famous fights, from fighting numerous wild beasts to the man that ended the gladiatorial games for good. Carpophorus was a bestiary. Unlike his counterparts who battled fellow humans, these warriors engaged in combat with wild animals. The bestiarii were often condemned criminals or prisoners of war who had little chance against the animals they fought. Unlike other gladiators, they weren't given any training and sometimes were given very little weaponry. The spectacle here wasn't supposed to be a man fighting and defeating animals. It was supposed to be the helplessness as they confronted untamed predators designed to entertain and awe the masses. Hence, the life expectancy for a bestiary was notoriously short. They weren't expected to win against the animal, and if they did, another animal was often sent out to finish the job. But Carpophorus defied the odds. In a single event, he reportedly dispatched a bear, a lion, and a leopard, showcasing unparalleled strength and agility. On another occasion, he's said to have slain a rhinoceros with a single spear thrust, a testament to his precision and bravery. Perhaps the most astounding of his exploits was the day he killed 20 different beasts in one battle, a feat that left spectators in awe and solidified his status as the paragon of the arena. His feats were so remarkable that the poet Martial likened him to Hercules, suggesting that Carpophorus could have vanquished mythical creatures like the Hydra or the Chimera. But as good as he was, he doesn't reach the status of Flamma. Born in Syria, Flamma, whose name literally translates to the flame, embodied the fiery spirit and indomitable will that captivated the audience and left an indelible mark on Roman history. Flamma was a secutor, a class of gladiator known for their heavy armour. Their opponents were typically light armoured Bestiarii who wielded a net and a trident. Flamma's career was nothing short of extraordinary. He fought 34 documented matches, securing 21 victories, drawing 9 times, and suffering only 4 defeats. A remarkable record in the perilous world of gladiatorial combat. His prowess in the arena was so esteemed that he was awarded the rudis, a wooden sword symbolizing freedom, on 4 separate occasions. Astonishingly, each time he declined the offer, choosing instead to remain a gladiator. This decision to forego freedom speaks volumes about Flamma's character and the complex allure of the gladiatorial life. The arena provided not only fame and adulation, but also a sense of purpose and identity that perhaps outweighed the uncertainties of life beyond its confines. His choice reflects a profound dedication to the craft and an understanding of the unique status he held within Roman society. Flamma's legacy is immortalized in his gravestone, discovered in Sicily, which bears the inscription: Flamma, secutor, lived 30 years, fought 34 times, won 21 times, fought to a draw 9 times, defeated 4 times, Assyrian by nationality. A 30-year-old gladiator was quite old. Most either die in their 20s or accept the rudis, meaning they could earn their freedom. Flamma's story offers a compelling glimpse into the life of a gladiator who, despite the opportunity for freedom, chose to remain within the arena's perilous yet exhilarating world. Now, that was a story about the most famous gladiator. Here is a story of the most famous gladiatorial bout. The fight between Priscus and Verus is probably the most legendary gladiatorial fight in Roman history. Their encounter, immortalized by the poet Martial, took place during the inaugural games of the Flavian Amphitheatre, also known as the Colosseum, in 80 AD under Emperor Titus's reign. Their fight could not have taken place in a more historically significant setting. Priscus and Verus, both esteemed gladiators of their time, were selected to headline the opening ceremonies of the Grand Arena. Their combat was not merely a display of brute strength, but a testament to skill, endurance, and the spirit of the games. As Martial records, the two warriors engaged in a prolonged and evenly matched battle for hours. The crowd, enthralled by the spectacle, witnessed a rare occurrence. Neither gladiator could claim decisive victory over the other. Recognizing their equal valor and the extraordinary nature of the contest, Emperor Titus intervened in an unprecedented manner. He declared both Priscus and Verus victors, awarding each the coveted rudis, a wooden sword symbolizing a gladiator's freedom. This dual bestowal of liberty was unparalleled, highlighting the emperor's magnanimity and the exceptional performance of the combatants. I can't think of a better first fight in the Colosseum than that. Now this next person wasn't a gladiator, but he did die in the arena, and his story and historical impact are too fascinating not to talk about. In the early 5th century, as the Roman Empire grappled with the transition from pagan traditions to Christian values, a solitary monk named Telemachus emerged as a pivotal figure in this cultural shift. Hailing from the east, Telemachus led an ascetic life, devoted to prayer and contemplation. However, a profound calling drew him to Rome, the heart of the empire, where he would have a huge impact on history. Upon arriving in Rome, Telemachus was appalled by the gladiatorial games, seeing people die for public entertainment. These events, deeply rooted in Roman culture, starkly contrasted with the Christian teachings of compassion and the sanctity of life. Determined to confront this barbarity, Telemachus attended one such event, hoping to intervene. As the gladiators clashed in the arena, Telemachus leaped into the midst of the combat, imploring the fighters and the audience to cease the violence. His unexpected intrusion stunned the spectators, but their astonishment quickly turned to rage. Accounts vary on the exact manner of his death, but some suggest he was stoned by the crowd, while others indicate he was slain by the gladiators themselves. Regardless, Telemachus' martyrdom was a profound act of courage and conviction. News of his sacrifice reached Emperor Honorius, who was a Christian, and he was deeply moved by the monk's unwavering commitment to his faith and the cause of peace. Recognizing the moral imperative of Telemachus' actions, Honorius issued a decree banning gladiatorial games throughout the empire. This historic edict marked the end of centuries-old tradition of blood sport, aligning Roman public life more closely with Christian ethical standards. Today, Telemachus is venerated as a saint. His feast day is observed on January 1st, commemorating his role in ending the gladiatorial games and advancing the cause of the value for life. If you want to see a video about some interesting facts about gladiators you may not know, check out this video. See you next time.